So here we have a 92 Bluebird TC2000. Happened to stumble upon this and had to check it out, of course. They want $3,500 for it. This is the 92, so it was the first year that they had the actual individual opening doors. See here, this has the louvers in there. They're hydraulically powered. Basically, you don't need a winter front because when it's cold, those will close. And when it gets warm, they'll open back up. So it's like an automatic winter front. Got the Dayton wheels on it. Tires are actually really good. Kind of explain in this video what I find with this thing if you plan on looking for a bus. I was looking at the brakes in here. You can see the pads right back there. Kind of hard to see with the camera, but the ones that my bus has are a lot thicker and a lot better, so these are pretty worn down. As I said, it's got the Dayton wheels. It's got the older style driver's mirror bracket, as you can see. My bus used to have this one, and I put the other one on that mounts right here, so the window the mirrors will be back here farther. This has the taller windshield, as you can see from right here from mine. It's got the two-piece curved windows, and these are actually the same windows that would be in my All-American, even though it's a 2002. So, like I said, brakes are kind of worn away. It's got a Allison AT545 that's remanufactured, the side exit exhaust. Again, we got the Dayton wheels. These are actually recaps back here, and they're not drive tires. They're more of a highway or a trailer tread. But they're Bandag recaps. You can kind of see right here, this is the cap that went on here. And Bandag right there. I also noticed underneath it's got some rusty cross members underneath here. And you can see the cross members right there. If I can hold the camera steady, they're actually rusted through. So to get this to be a school bus again, you'd have to fix those, and I'm not sure it would ever pass an inspection again like that. The calipers back here, you can see those are newer because they're rusted with a fresh color looking rust. And the bolts and hardware are new back here, so probably had brake work on the rear done recently. That brake line right there that crosses over looks fairly new too. It's kind of clean down here, but there's some pretty good rust spots. Love them lights back there. I'm just kidding. Got some rust there. That's obviously been bonded up and fixed once. Got a mud flap replaced. And look under there, you can see it's some rust that's been worked on. The side exit exhaust. This is actually the 72 passenger and the 13 small windows, just like my bus, the same wheelbase. You can see the brakes on this side a little bit easier or not. They don't look like it. So I'll look inside now. Step well's pretty rusty. You can see daylight through there. But I'm not surprised for a 92. I had to replace the step well in my bus. This one being a 92 still has the big tall hood. A little bit different from mine though. Top mount turbo. That one looks like a HX35W and a P7100 pump, or just a P pump right there. The newer controls, the shifter to the right compared to mine having it on the left. This one has a different speedometer, but it looks like it's still made by Teleflex. And it's got the old style driver's seat. What's interesting is this bus has high back seats except for these first two. I noticed with all of these seats that they are all shot, because they told me when you inspect these, if you pull back and you can feel the bar right here, the seat foam is shot, needs to be replaced. Every one of them. Now that one's pretty good. The bar's right there, you can feel it. But every one of these was shot. You got some rips. Another thing I noticed is that the sticker up front says it was originally a 71 passenger, and then we look back here, these bolts on the floor, those seats are in their original position, but starting here, the seats are moved forward a little bit. You can see the old bolts to where they were moved forward. All the way back. And then over here, there's no bolts because they're over there because it had the smaller seats back. This one doesn't have any roof exits, but it does have the side opening windows. And hydraulic brakes. Forgot to mention this one has, oh, that's the mileage there if you can read. So I wouldn't pay $3,500 for this, but I do like it because it's a 92, so it's an older style bus. It's a high ceiling too. It doesn't feel like it. Got the square windows with the jackknife door. I'm just assuming I can't drive it because nobody's here, but probably, I mean, with that mileage, the motor's probably still good. The transmission, like I said, was rebuilt. Kind of see there it says Jasper, so it's a rebuilt transmission. These steer tires are the 295/75 22.5, or commonly known as low profile or low pro 22.5s. So I hope these tips will kind of help you out when you're looking at buying a bus, if you ever do.